declared today is quite a considerable achievement. This is, of course, extremely important because it is a synthesis of what, when we work together, we can do at best in Europe for our defense, for our joint defense, for us and for allies. Of course, considerable members of the EU working together, of course, working also in research and development, innovation, manufacturing capacities. This is what we should do, and I would like also to thank strongly the European Defence Agency, which did a fantastic job here. So thank you very much. Of course, this program, which will be operated by NATO, is also to be seen as an ever-increasing cooperation, as I said, between NATO and the EU. And by the way, it is fully consistent with the new declaration. But I would like to highlight maybe 2 or 3 aspects. First, on EU defense cooperation. We are making rapid and major steps forwards for our integration. And of course, the European Defence Fund, which is up and running now, is one of an extremely important key element, I would like to say, upfront, where we join our forces to work on joint programs in terms of R&D. More than 8 billion today, and we have invested 3.5 billion with 26 countries, which is what we want to create. I used to say often, we want to create, because it's needed, an affectio societatis for every member state, for their own defense industry, and then for our global defense. And we work, by the way, for many domains: land, sea, air, space, cyber. So, European cooperation in defense is definitely now up and running. But of course, we need also to buy together. And we learn it, especially in the past crisis. This is where we are together at the EU level, that we are stronger. And buying together is definitely something that we learn and that we are doing now at the level of EU. And this is, of course, the objective of EDIRPA. But in the future, European Strategic Capabilities project, like the MRTT, will be developed also thanks to EU money, as I said. And it could be the case for the European fighter jets, the European battle tank, the European corvette, the hypersonic missiles, or a European air shield system. This is definitely a game changer, benefiting to both EU, but of course also NATO. But while we are good at producing high capabilities, our defense industrial base, let's say in terms of production, today we see this in ammunition, is not yet adapted, at least in volume and speed. In know-how, yes. In skills, yes. In expertise, yes, but not in speed and in volume. And as we will continue helping, of course, Ukraine to fight against the unjustified Russian aggression, Europe's defense industrial production apparatus needs definitely to adapt and also quickly ramp up. And this is what we are doing for ammunition. We know this with the Minister of Defense. On Monday, we took a very important decision. This will be discussed today by our leaders. First, of course, 1 billion to buy ammunition from the stocks, 1 billion to have a tender to acquire ammunition at the European level, and then, of course, making sure that we can increase, enhance our industrial defense industry. And on the ramp-up, the Commission is definitely committed to also to use its own budget to speed up this. And this is why, as you know, I'm visiting many factories today, and I could tell you that, yes, we have a very strong and vibrant defense industry in Europe, but it's time to enhance it. Last point, EU-NATO cooperation. That's extremely important. As I said, of course, the increased cooperation between EU and NATO, we can see this every day. Again, thank you, Jens, for this cooperation. We work a lot already on hybrid threats. We agreed now to further deepen our cooperation in the domain of cyber, space, the protection, of course, of our critical infrastructure. And the fact that the European defense cooperation is progressing fast is, of course, good for NATO. Because, as I said sometime, and Jens, you remember that, at the EU, we, in the EU, we are NATO. We are now soon 23 members. So the stronger we will be in terms of defense at the EU, the stronger we will be at the NATO level. So I keep telling that this cooperation is definitely vital for us, and we take our fair share. So thank you very much for this very important event. Congratulations for the team. And I saw, Minister, that you have a fantastic team that did a fantastic job. So it's a good day. It's a good day for us, for security in Europe, and we will need it. Thank you very much.